race for president is heating up after both candidates hopped right back on the campaign trail today after facing off in last night's debate.
Former President Donald Trump hosted a rally in Virginia, and President Joe Biden was here in North Carolina for an event in the Triangle. WFMY News 2's Kevin Kennedy is live now in Raleigh for the president's message.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys, from Raleigh. How big is North Carolina when we talk about this year's upcoming presidential election? Well, that question was answered today when President Biden chose to come here to North Carolina following last night's presidential debate. About 1,500 supporters packed the Jim Graham building that you see behind me today to actually listen to the president's plan in person for the next 4 years. Now, despite a late night following last night's presidential debate, the president was full of energy today. He touched on topics like health insurance, abortion, education, and voter rights. The president is well aware of his narrow loss in North Carolina to former President Trump 4 years ago. He plans to win the Tar Heel state this time and win the election as well.
When you get knocked down, you get back up. Where it is today, the strongest economy in the world. I know what it'll take to bring this economy to everybody. I know it'll take to rally the world to stand up against Putin and defend freedom, not yield.
Well, the president spent most of his speech today talking about what he can do for America over the next 4 years. He didn't shy away from criticizing former President Trump, at one point saying he has the morals of an alley cat. The president ended his speech today with his hand raised in the air, saying, "Let's go." We're live in Raleigh. I'm Kevin Kennedy, WFMY News 2.
Kevin, thank you. If you'd like to watch his entire speech, because the audio in that clip was kind of hard to hear, you can find it on our channels. Meantime, former President Trump held a rally in Chesapeake, Virginia today. He also talked about last night's debate, including the persistent probe on his legal troubles.
As I said last night, I'm not in this race for me. I'm in this race for the sake of our country. You know, I told him last night, I wish you were a great president. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't have been indicted more than Al Capone. Al Capone was indicted one time. He was a killer. If he took you, see the guy standing up? See that guy? I don't know who the hell he is, but if Al Capone took him to dinner, he'd say, he's so obnoxious, kill him. He'd say, kill him. He'd be dead, and then the cops were afraid to investigate him. Al Capone did it. I'm not interested in looking at that.
You can also watch his full speech on our digital channels.